I am up and down. Obviously, going through a divorce is definitely not the easiest thing. Sometimes, you're cool, you know what I mean? You move in, you mix in, you move in, and you're hanging out with friends. But then sometimes you have your moments of sadness.
Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker are officially calling it quits, and the streets are blazing with rumors hotter than fresh tea straight off the stove. Everyone's trying to figure out what really went down, because this breakup is packed with so many possible twists it feels like a whole TV season on its own. Was that alleged open marriage stretched a little too far this time? Did Todd step out, or did Kandi just get exhausted from being the family's walking ATM every single day? And there's also the fact that they were living in different states non-stop, turning their marriage into some long-distance setup that felt more like a situationship with tax perks. Kandi even admitted they were only connecting once a week. Once a week. That doesn't sound like a marriage. That sounds like a subscription you keep paying for even though you barely use it. And you already know Mama Joyce stays in the background like a full-time TV villain, just waiting to pop out with her classic "I told you so" vibe. People have been pointing out for years that Mama Joyce and Todd never had a smooth relationship, not even from the beginning. And the streets are talking loud, saying Mama Joyce might have played a major part in the breakup because she allegedly dragged Todd through all kinds of stress. But is Mama Joyce really the one who shattered this marriage? Or is the situation way deeper than that? Was it the lifestyle differences, the constant distance, the money pressure, or those whispers about cheating that never seemed to fade? And now the talk in the streets is that Kandi might even have to cover some of Todd's legal fees, which is making this whole divorce look messier every single day. Allegedly, Todd didn't want to be the first one to file because he's planning to ask for alimony, and in Georgia, that's no small thing, when one spouse earns way more. And let's be real, Kandi's pockets stay full with businesses, royalties, and long-term money coming in. The courts can definitely tell the higher earner to pay out. Todd is also saying he doesn't have steady housing since he sold his New Jersey apartment, and that could help his argument for temporary financial support during the divorce. Now Kandi's prenup protects everything she came into the marriage with. Her homes, her money, her companies, all her original assets. But anything that landed in joint accounts or money made during the marriage is still up for splitting, and that's where things start getting tricky fast. And here's where it gets even wilder. Reports are saying Todd is considering going after full custody of their kids, even though Kandi requested joint custody. That alone could spark a whole new court fight that might get even more dramatic than the marriage itself. This whole situation is seriously twisted, and the backstory just makes it even wilder. Kandi and Todd first crossed paths in 2011 when Todd was working as a producer for season 4 of the show, and when the cast took that trip to South Africa, he started pursuing her, even though he knew it could put his job on the line.
It's a work in progress. Are we working at it?
We working at it.
That's fair.
Even though I do feel you're opportunist.
What do you think I'm getting out of it?
What you getting out of it?
This doesn't impress me. This
It might
house,
not
this house, none of this
but the
impresses
woman
me.
itself,
Oh,
look.
I love her to death.
Well, you're gonna have to prove that to me now. I got my, and I got people that they get back.
And here's the crazy part. Kandi later shared that while they were in South Africa, a healer straight up told her she'd be hearing wedding bells soon, and that her future husband was actually there with her at that moment. That's the kind of thing you only hear in movies. From there, they started dating, got engaged in 2013, and tied the knot the following year. But recently, Kandi said that after a lot of thinking and a whole lot of prayer, she made the decision to move forward with the divorce, and she made it clear this has been an emotional and difficult moment for her.
I live with that at least if I know it and I get it from you and I get it from everybody else.
My main concern, Candace says she don't know at what time that I stopped liking you. I didn't stop liking you. I stopped respecting you.
She said her focus right now is protecting her peace, keeping her mind steady, and being the best mother she can be while co-parenting with respect. She even shared, "I'm stepping into a new chapter, pouring into my work, my family, and my own growth." And she thanked everyone who supported them through the years before asking for privacy, grace, and understanding while the family moves through this major transition. That statement alone had people talking nonstop. Kandi also popped up on an Amazon live stream where she admitted that this divorce wasn't some sudden decision. It was something she had been thinking about for a while. And once again, She said that even though she's going through a tough moment, her top priority is co-parenting in the best, most respectful way possible with Todd. Kandi didn't break down the exact reasons she filed for divorce, but trust me, people are out here building theories like they're solving a crime scene. What is clear from the official petition for divorce is that Kandi and Todd have been legally separated since July 15, 2025, and that alone had folks raising eyebrows. But on top of that, more layers keep popping up, making everything look even more complicated. For years, Kandi has openly talked about her fluidity and the fact that she and Todd agreed to bring third parties into their marriage. And she even shared on her show, Kandi Coded, that they still had threesomes from time to time. She even confirmed one happened in the past 6 months. A lot of fans online think that kind of setup might have added stress, blurred boundaries, or sparked unexpected tension inside the relationship. Then there was that wild theory floating around claiming that Fatim Alford was the couple's third because fans noticed Kandi and Todd were spending a whole lot of time with her, trips, holiday events, all that. There's no solid proof she had anything to do with the breakup, but the streets definitely believe that the way Kandi and Todd structured their marriage might have put some weight on the relationship over time. There's also the very real possibility that their work schedules had them pulled in different directions constantly. They were always traveling, always in different states, barely getting real time together. And that kind of distance can drain a connection fast. Kandi even said in an older clip that they were basically in a long-distance relationship and barely being intimate, which had fans thinking the emotional gap started way before the paperwork hit the courthouse. Once a week, that's all they were connecting, and people still swear that wasn't even the biggest issue. A lot of folks seriously believe Kandi's mom, Mama Joyce, played a massive role in this divorce because she never hid how she felt about Todd. She stayed calling him an opportunist, and there was even a moment where Mama Joyce pulled up to Phaedra Parks' office, venting nonstop and questioning how, out of everybody, Phaedra introduced her famous daughter to someone who worked behind the scenes on the show. That moment had the whole fan base buzzing. When Kandi Burruss joined Real Housewives of Atlanta back in season 2, she wasn't someone chasing a check, she was already winning. She had a Grammy for writing TLC's hit No Scrubs, plus she wrote for major stars like Destiny's Child and Mariah Carey. So when her friend and hairstylist Derek told her the producers needed a new cast member, Kandi walked in ready to have fun, not needing anything from the platform. She always held her own and made it clear she wasn't depending on anybody to lift her up. And that right there is part of why Mama Joyce believed Todd married her daughter, because Kandi was already financially stable and accomplished. Even though Todd spent years trying to show he genuinely cared and wasn't using her, Mama Joyce never seemed fully convinced, and that tension followed the marriage every step of the way. Todd really did play a big part in leveling up their whole empire, no question. He teamed up with Kandi to build their family restaurant ventures like Old Lady Gang and Blaze Steak and Seafood, and they launched their production company, Broadway Production, which even helped bring the iconic Shakespeare play Othello to Broadway starring Denzel Washington. That's a major accomplishment, and everybody knows it. But even with all that, Mama Joyce kept calling Todd too thrifty, hinting that he didn't like spending money on Kandi, and things got tense before the wedding. Kandi and her mom actually got into a big argument because Mama Joyce was upset that Todd wouldn't immediately agree to sign the prenup. To her, that refusal just confirmed every suspicion she already had, like he was only sticking around for Kandi's success and money. Since Kandi had an estimated $30 million net worth at the time and Todd's was much smaller, the prenup became a major battle point before the marriage even happened.
Say, no matter what Todd and I are going through, we are parents together. We are co-parenting together. We have beautiful children together. So we are trying to make this transition as smooth as it can possibly be for our.
One clause Todd strongly disliked said he had to move out of their shared home within 30 days of a separation, and he wasn't feeling that at all. The moment he pushed back, Mama Joyce took it as proof that his intentions weren't genuine, and she made her stance loud and clear. And things got messier when an ex-girlfriend of Todd's named Mila allegedly claimed that Todd left her for Kandi and even referred to Kandi in a negative way because of her money. She said Todd was mainly focused on getting access to the Atlanta circle, which made the whole situation look even more dramatic to the public. When I say Mama Joyce made her feelings about Todd crystal clear over the years, I mean she never held back for a single second. Someone once asked her when she first started doubting Todd, and her answer had everybody talking. She said it happened after he stopped working once the Kim and Croy wedding special wrapped up. According to her, most producers jumped straight into the next job, but Todd took about 2, maybe 2.5 months off. She said he told her he had money saved and wanted to chill for a bit, but she did not like that at all. Mama Joyce even said she lost respect for him as a man and as her daughter's husband because she felt he wasn't stepping up as the provider. And then she went further, saying she had seen pictures of Todd's father and mother. And based on the pictures of his father, she felt his background was questionable, which only added more fuel to her doubts. And if that wasn't enough drama, there was a moment where Mama Joyce implied that her own best friend Carmen was secretly involved with Todd. That rumor alone caused chaos, because it pushed the storyline into a whole different level of messy. A lot of people online still say Kandi played a part in how things spiraled because she never fully stopped her mom from coming at Todd so hard. Many believe she should have shut the disrespect down from day one and refused to let it become a storyline that publicly put her husband on blast. But from Kandi's point of view, she always felt Todd should show respect to her mother regardless of how things were going. There was even an argument between Kandi and Todd after Mama Joyce skipped a baby shower because Todd didn't speak to her when they all ran into each other at a restaurant. That situation made the tension between the three of them even more intense. Kandi felt like Todd was being disrespectful, but Todd reminded her that Joyce had done plenty of disrespectful things toward him over the years, so he didn't understand why him not speaking to her was such a huge deal, especially for her to skip the baby shower. Kandi still said she felt he was in the wrong, and since Mama Joyce is an older woman, she believed Todd should always show her respect no matter what. That difference in expectations kept the tension alive every time the topic came up. So yeah, a lot of people genuinely believe Mama Joyce played a major role in the divorce, and some even say she finally got the outcome she always hinted at. And with that prenup locked tight, Kandi's assets from before the marriage stay protected, while Todd is only entitled to half of whatever was earned or built during their time together. In the end, Kandi and Todd's split doesn't feel like a simple divorce. It feels like a season finale everyone saw coming but still couldn't look away from. Whether it was the long-distance lifestyle, the money pressure, the rumors, the barely there intimacy, or Mama Joyce's never-ending side eye, it's clear something broke way before the lawyers filed a single paper. And trust me, more tea is definitely gonna spill soon. But until the next plot twist drops, tell me what you think caused the divorce in the comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment so you don't miss the next round of updates.